everything around us, we really have no control over, right? So we have no control over what's happening outside of us, no control over kind of this place that we're in. But what we do have control over, right, is our response to it. So as you start to intentionally bring your attention inward, just notice your breath. Notice how you're breathing this morning. Notice how your body feels as you just kind of sit still for a moment. So don't think about changing anything or even like judging what's happening. We just want to notice. So as we move through our practice this morning, think about your breath as your life force, right? So our breath has this insane capacity to help balance our nervous system. So think of your breath as your life force, as your anchor. So anytime you start to feel your mind begin to wander or lose focus, just without any judgment, just bring your attention back to your breath and just keep connecting back to yourself through your breath. So you can keep your eyes closed if you want. If you want to open them, we're going to start moving a little bit. It's totally up to you. So on your next inhale, we're just going to reach our arms up towards the ceiling, wherever you are. And as you stretch your arms up above your head, just try to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take another inhale and exhale here, just trying to get a little bit more length through your side body, breathing into the ribs. And on your next exhale, we're going to release the hands back down. We're just going to do that 2 more times, connecting with your breath. So on your inhale, your arms are going to raise up. And on your exhale, they're going to come back down towards your sides. And do that 1 more time with your own breath. So again, just linking breath with movement. The inhale, arms are going to rise, lengthen up through the fingertips. And your exhale, they're going to come on back down. Awesome. And then keeping your right hand down by your side, go ahead and lift your left arm up. I got to figure this out. Okay, I have to go opposite of you. Okay, reach up through your left fingertips and exhale, stretch up and over to the right. Good. And as you reach up and over with the left fingertips, see if you can root down a little bit more through the sit bones. So just notice if your weight starts to shift and see if you can evenly press down through your seat. And on your next inhale, we'll come on up and we'll switch sides. So we're going to take that left hand down, the right hand up. And exhale, you're going to take it up and over towards the left. Again, just noticing if your shoulder starts to come up towards your ear. See if you can relax it away, just creating space in the neck. Rooting down through the right sit bone as you stretch up and out through the right fingertips. Breathing into the rib cage. Awesome. On your next inhale, we're going to come back up. And then if you're sitting with your legs crossed, just take a moment and switch the crossing of the legs. So we have a tendency to favor kind of one side of our body, so we just want to kind of even that out. And on your next inhale, we're just going to clear it out, reach the arms up. This time, let's interlace the hands at the top, turn the palms to face up, so you reach up through the heels of the hands. Inhale, see if you can find a little bit more length. And on the exhale, you're going to hug the belly in towards the spine, press the palms forward and round the back, bring the chin towards the chest. Bringing your arms forward and down. Awesome. Inhale, stretch back up. And we're going to do that again. Exhale, hug the belly up and in. Press the heels of the hands forward, round the back. Inhale to rise. And 1 more time. Exhale, belly to spine, round the back. Chin comes towards the chest. Inhale brings you back up. Exhale brings the hands down. Good, we're going to take a gentle twist here. So placing your right hand onto your left knee. You can take your left hand a little bit more behind you, and on your inhale, see if you can reach up through the crown of the head. So find length in the spine, and then the exhale, you're going to start to twist your body towards the left. Good, and you can keep the gaze either out to the side or start to look back. Just gently move your head, finding a place that's comfortable for you. Again, inhale, lengthening up through the spine. Exhale, see if you can twist any amount more open towards the left. And on your exhale, come on back to center, releasing the twist. We're going to take it to the other side. So that left hand's going to come to the right knee. Your right hand's going to come back behind you. Before you start to twist, take that inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and exhale, start to twist towards the right. Good, and again, the gaze can go out to the side or it can go towards the back. Any place that feels comfortable in your body. Again, just allowing the breath to assist with the movement. So the inhale is going to lengthen up through the spine, and the exhale is going to twist the body towards the right just a little bit more. And on your next exhale, come on back to center, release it. We're going to just take one more clearing breath here, seated. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands back down towards the sides. Awesome, and from here, we're going to come into table pose. So coming onto the hands and knees, you can roll over the feet, swing the legs to the side, whatever is comfortable for you. I don't know which way to face. I'll just do it this way. Good. And then we're going to continue to move with the breath. So on your exhale, you're going to hug your belly up and in, round the back, bring the chin towards the chest, coming into cat pose. And exhale, drop the belly and chest, chin lifts, tailbone starts to tilt up, cow. Good. Exhale, hug the belly up and in, round the back, chin towards the chest. Exhale, drop the belly and chest, chin lifts, tailbone tilts up. Good, just do a few more rounds of cat-cow following your own breath. So just moving through this rounding and through this gentle back bend. Again, just connecting to how your body feels this morning. Good, and then when you're ready, just come to a neutral spine. We're just gonna wake up the core here a little bit. So you're gonna reach your left hand forward and start to stretch your right leg back out behind you, keeping it at hip height. Good. Hug the belly up and in. Say hello to your core muscles, right? Reach out through the back foot and reach forward through the hand out in front of you. Just finding that length. Really nice, you guys. See if you can take one more breath here. And exhale, release it down. Reset, and we'll switch sides. So stretching that right hand forward, left foot, sorry, back behind you. Reach out through the heel of the foot behind you. Reach forward through the right fingertips. Hug the belly up and in. Feel maybe just a gentle lengthening through the body. Take one more breath. Exhale, bring it back down. Good, from here, we're gonna come into downward facing dog. So just take your hands a little bit further forward. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Press down a little bit more through the index finger and the thumb as you tuck your toes under and start to lift your hips up and back, making an upside down V. Good, and as you come into this down dog, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. You can pedal through the feet. Just take a moment and again, just notice how the body feels this morning or afternoon. Good, take a few more breaths here. See if you can press down a little bit more through the hands, lift the hips up and back, and then root down through the heels. Good, and then gently start to walk your feet forward, folding over your legs. And again, you can have the knees bent as much as you need to, allowing the head to hang down. Good. You can keep the hands moving towards the floor. You can grab opposite elbows and gently sway side to side. And again, just doing what feels good for you right now. And if you are swaying, just even yourself out, gently come back to center, release the hands down. We're going to place the hands onto the shins as you lengthen out through the crown of the head, finding a nice long spine. And then we're going to exhale, fold back down over the legs, bending the knees if you need to. And on your inhale, press onto the feet, come on up to rise. Reach the arms up overhead. This is what I was afraid of. Awesome. Then exhale your hands down towards your side. Good. Shake that out. Notice how your breath feels, right? Notice how your body feels. Just with that little bit of movement. And we're going to find mountain pose Tadasana. So feet can be hips distance apart or toes together. Whichever feels better in your body. Palms facing forward, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Just take a moment and find the strength in this pose as you root down through the feet, lift up through the low belly, the chest gently lifts up and the crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Good, and on your next inhale, we're gonna reach the arms up overhead and exhale, fold back down over the legs. We're just gonna do a half sun salutation here. So folding over, releasing the head, hands to the shins on your inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward, lengthening out through the spine. Exhale is going to bring you back down to that forward fold. Inhale, come on back up to rise as you reach the arms wide and up. Exhale, hands down. Awesome. We're going to do another little side stretch here. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, bringing your left hand down. You're going to stretch up and over to the right. Lengthening out through the right fingertips, pressing down to the outer edge of that right foot. One more breath here. Inhale is going to bring you back up to rise. Exhale, bring it up and over to the other side. Lengthening out through the left fingertips, pressing down to the outer edge of the left foot. Breathing into the left side body. Good, one more breath. Inhale, come on back up. This time, if you can, bring your palms together, take your gaze up towards your thumbs. And then exhale, release the hands down, coming back to that Tadasana mountain pose. Awesome. Adding on, we're going to go inhale, arms up. Exhale is going to take you down into that forward fold, releasing the head at the bottom. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold back down, and then from here, we're going to bend the knees and step back to downward facing dog. So as you step back to that upside down position, press down through the hands, lift the hips up and back. Good. See if you can press down a little bit more through the thumb and the index finger. Take one more breath here. And then from here, inhale forward to a plank pose. So top of a push-up. Press back through the heels as you press down through the hands and lengthen the crown of the head forward. Then gently find a little lift through the low belly. So lifting the belly button up and in, engaging the core once again here. Take one more breath. And exhale, start to bend your elbows, come down onto your belly. Let me flip this way. Awesome. Bring your forearms out in front of you. We're going to come in a Spinks pose, right? So your elbows are underneath your shoulders, hands flat on the floor. Press down to the forearms and hands and lift the chest up and out. Take one more breath here. Awesome. Exhale, lower your chest down. We're going to come into Cobra Pose. So walk your hands back to the sides of the ribs. On your inhale, gently loop your shoulders up and back. Press down through the hands. Keep the hips down as you lift the chest up. Awesome. Exhale, lower it down. And then from here, we're going to push right back up to downward facing dog.
Wow.
Down through the hands, lifting up through the hips. Good. And again, you can pedal through the feet here, bend the knees if you need to. Heels reach down to the mat behind you. Take one more breath. On your exhale, bend your knees, start to walk forward to the top of the mat. Coming back to that forward fold. Good, so folding over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen out through the crown of the head and the chest. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise back up, arms reach up, maybe the palms touch, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands down. Good, coming back to Tadasana. Once again, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Just take a moment, notice what your body feels like, again, what your breath feels like with that movement sequence. Good, and gently open your eyes. All right, so depending on where you guys are, you're going to take a wide stance. Awesome. And then we're going to turn our right toes out. Gently turn your left toes in so they're on a slight diagonal. Inhale your arms out to the sides. We're going to come into warrior two, but before we do, on your inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. So find this lift. And as you exhale, you're going to bend down into your right knee. Good. As you bend down into the right knee, see if you can press down through the outer edge of that left foot a little bit more. And then take your gaze over the right fingertips. And again, just like we did in mountain pose, finding the strength here in this warrior two. Just breathing in, using the breath here. So just again, notice if you're holding your breath. On your inhale, you're going to stretch your right leg straight, reach your arms up. And on your exhale, you're going to come back down into warrior two. We're going to do that 2 more times. With your breath, inhale, stretch the leg straight, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. And inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bring it back down. Keeping the legs where they are, we're going to reverse the warrior. So turn the right palm up and start to reach up and back. Gently placing your left hand onto your left leg. Relax the right shoulder away from the right ear. And then keeping the upper body where it is on your exhale, see if you can bend down into that right leg any amount more. Breathing. Good, take 1 more breath. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, stretch the legs straight, and we're going to switch sides. Really nice, you guys. So this time we're going to turn the right toes in, the left toes out. Notice your breath, right? So we have a tendency to like hold our breath when things like feel a little hard or uncomfortable. So see if you can really use your breath here in the movement. Inhale, the arms out to the sides. Exhale, we're going to bend down into that left leg. And as you bend down into the left leg, see if you can press down through the outer edge of the right foot. Lengthening out through the fingertips, reaching up through the crown of the head. Gaze goes over the left fingertips. Good. Inhale, we're going to move with the breath. So stretch the legs straight, reach the arms up. Exhale, back down. 2 more times like that. Really nice, you guys. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. 1 more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. Awesome. Keeping the legs where they are, we're going to turn the left palm up. Start to reach up and back away from the bent leg. Again, relaxing the shoulder away from the ear. Reaching out through the left fingertips. And then on your exhale, see if you can bend into that knee any amount more. Come back to your breath. Awesome. Inhale, back to rise. Exhale, stretch the legs straight. And then keep the legs wide, but turn both feet in. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides, nice and long. Exhale, gently place the hands onto the hips. On your next inhale, roll your shoulders up and back so your elbows go a little bit behind you. Awesome. Keep that gentle lift in the chest as you exhale, fold forward over the legs. And then release your hands to the floor. Good. You can place your hands on your shins, on your ankles, if they don't touch the floor. If you have like a pillow or even books around you, and you want to place your hands on those, you could do that. But see here in this forward fold, if you can relax the head and the chest down. Just breathing into the backs of the legs. Good. Take one more breath here. On your inhale, walk your hands out so they're underneath the shoulders. Lengthen the crown of the head forward, finding that long spine. Hands to the hips. Once again, use your core. Inhale, come on back up. Awesome. So we're going to come into triangle pose. So turn your right toes back out, left toes in slightly. Inhale your arms out to the sides. On your exhale, you're going to take your right hip back in space. Reach out through your right fingertips until you can't anymore. And then exhale, either release your hand down onto your shin, your ankle, or the floor if you can. Good. Inhale, lengthen out through the arms, pressing down through the outer edge of that left foot, so the back foot. Good. And then on your inhale, see if you can lengthen out through the chest and the crown of the head, and then maybe look up towards your top hand. If that's too much on the neck, look back forward. Good. Take one more breath here. Root down through both feet. Use your side body. Inhale to come back up. And then we're going to switch sides. Really nice. So turn your left toes out, right toes in. Inhale, arms out to the sides. Exhale, you're going to bring your left hip back in space. Reach out through the left fingertips until you can't anymore. And then release the hand down to the shin, to the ankle, to the floor, whatever is available to you. Lengthen out through the arms. Pressing down through the outer edge of that right foot. And then the gaze can either stay straight forward in the direction that you're facing, or go up towards the top hand. Good. Take one more breath. And then again, using that side body, press down through the feet. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, turn both feet in. We're going to fold forward and clear that out one more time. So inhale, arms out to the sides. And again, exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back so the elbows go back in space. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, releasing the hands down towards the floor or to pillows or books or your shins or ankles, whatever you got. And again, just breathing into the backs of the legs. Good. Take one more breath here. And then start to walk your hands out so they're underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Find that length in the spine. Hug the belly up and in, hands to hips. Inhale, come back up to standing. Awesome. Bring the feet together. Shake it out if you need to. Let's come on into, let's do a little balance here. Coming into tree pose. So you're going to bring your feet so they're underneath your hips, parallel to one another. Start to take your weight onto your right leg. And then you're either going to bring your left foot to your ankle, or you can bring it up into your thigh. Please do not place it on your kneecap. So either above or below the knee. So wherever on your leg you can, just not the kneecap. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart. Come back to the breath. See if you can press down through the right foot as you lift up through the crown of the head. And then maybe start to reach your arms up towards the ceiling, lengthening up and out through the fingertips. Keep pressing down through that right foot as you get a little bit taller. Reach the crown of the head up. Take one more breath. Awesome, you guys. Exhale, release it, let it go. It's over. And then we're going to do the other side. So again, bringing the feet underneath your hips so they're parallel to one another. Take the weight to your left leg, and then that right foot is either going to come onto your ankle or up into the leg. Anywhere but the kneecap. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Press down through the right foot, or your left foot, sorry. Lift up through the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, start to stretch the arms up. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Taking one or two more breaths here. See if you can find a little bit more length as you reach down through your leg. Reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, release it down. Really nice, you guys. All right, we're going to do sun salutation to clear all of that out. So again, bringing the feet parallel to one another, either hips distance or toes touching. Find your mountain pose, palms forward, root down through the feet. And inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, releasing the head at the bottom of the fold. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head and the chest. Exhale, fold down, place the hands, step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Good, hang out here for an extra breath, just finding that core. And when you're ready, exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Release the toes, press all 10 toes down behind you, Cobra Pose, shoulders loop up and back, chest lifts. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Tuck the toes under. See if you can press back through that push-up to come into downward facing dog. Hips lift up and back. Good. Press down through the hands. Lift the sit bones up and back. Bending the knees if you need to here. Breathing into the back of the body. Turn this way. All right. On your next exhale, bend your knees, look forward, start to walk your feet back up towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head and the chest. As you exhale, you're going to step your right leg back behind you and bring your right knee down to the floor. And then start to walk your hands up onto your left foot. Good, so coming into this low lunge. Okay. And as you come into the low lunge, see if you can lift your low belly up and in, and then maybe lift the arms up. Inhale. Cool. You have a few options here. You can stay here. If you want to do a side stretch, you can bend your arms, grab your elbows. Inhale, lift up through the side body, and exhale, start to stretch up and over towards the left. You might feel a little bit more in the front of that hip, into your side body. If it's too much, just come back to center. Good, take one more breath. Inhale, come back up to center, reach your arms up. Exhale, your hands down, tuck your back toes under, do your best to step your back foot forward. Awesome, inhale, reach out through the crown of the head and the chest. Exhale, fold back down, we're gonna switch sides. So bring that left leg back behind you, hands up to your right leg. Finding your breath. Again, lift that low belly up and in. Low lunge. Inhale, arms rise. And doing what you did on the other side. So if you took the side stretch, you can bend the elbow, bend the arms, grab the elbows, lift up through the side body and stretch up and over towards the right. If you stayed in the center, you can stay there, just breathing into the front of the hip and the side. Good, inhale, come back up to center, reach the arms back up. Exhale, the hands down. Do your best to step your back foot forward. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head and the chest. Exhale, fold back down. Just hang out here in this forward fold. Come back to your breath. On your next inhale, once again, lengthen out through the crown of the head, bringing the hands to the shins. And then once again, we're going to exhale, step the right leg back behind you. This time, we're going to keep the right knee lifted and come into a high lunge. Good. See, really nice, you guys. See if you can press back through that right heel. Lift up through the fingertips. Hug the low belly up and in. One more breath here. Exhale, bring your hands down around your front leg. We're going to come into a gentle twist. So keep your right hand inside your left foot and then start to reach your left fingertips up towards the ceiling, twisting towards the front leg. Good. Press back through the back heel. Reach the chest forward as you twist open. Really nice, you guys. Exhale, bring the top hand down. Do your best to set the back foot forward. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head and chest. Exhale, bend down forward, bend the knees and take the opposite leg behind you. So switching sides. So that left foot's back behind you. On your inhale, stretch up, high lunge. Good. See if you can press back a little bit more through the left foot. Lift up through the fingertips. And on your exhale, bring your hands down around your front foot, coming into that twist. So your left hand stays inside the right foot, and your right fingertips stretch up, twisting towards the front leg. Good, really nice, you guys. See if you can reach the chest forward as you press back to that back foot, finding a little bit more space. Beautiful. Exhale that top hand down. Do your best to step your back foot forward. Inhale, reach forward through the crown of the head and chest. And then from here, you guys, we're going to exhale, bend the knees, place the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good, so just come back into that down dog. Press down through the hands, lift up through the hips. Good, and then from here, we're gonna come into child's pose. So come onto the knees, bring the big toes together, take the knees a little bit wider, and start to take your hips back towards your heels. Walk your fingertips forward and place your forehead onto the mat. Good, lengthen the fingertips forward, heels, hips strap towards the heels. Good, return back to your breath, you guys. So just start to notice what your breath feels like. Awesome, you guys. And then from here, you're just gonna start to walk your hands back up towards your knees.
What happened all the time?
What just happened?
You just gotta hit the join.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. You guys good? Yes? You're doing amazing. Okay. So let's just do a little heart opener here. So we're gonna have a few options. If it's available to you, you guys can interlace your hands behind your low back, okay? If that feels like too much, you can actually just place your hands onto your hips. So just take a moment, figure out which one feels better in your body. So wherever you are, on your inhale, you're gonna gently loop your shoulders up and back, already starting to lift the chest. And on your exhale, start to reach your chest up. Maybe the knuckles or hands reach back behind you. Maybe the gaze starts to go towards the ceiling. Be really careful with your neck here, you guys. So chest is lifting, shoulders are moving up and back in space. Maybe the gaze is going up and back. Really nice. Take one more breath here if you can. And then slowly start to come back up to center, being really gentle with your neck and head. When you're ready, bring your hands onto your thighs. Close your eyes. So similar to what we did in the beginning of practice, you guys, just close the eyes once again. Check back in. Awesome. And then from here, you guys just sit to one side. Bring the legs out in front of you, and we're going to come down onto our backs. Awesome. So as you come down onto your back, can you all see me? Okay. So as you come down onto your back, bend your knees, feet on the floor, about hips distance apart. We're going to bend the elbows at the sides, palms facing up and towards each other. We're just going to come again into a gentle back bend. So Once again, just taking a moment here to really intentionally open our heart. So pressing down through the feet, pressing down through the upper arms. When you're ready, start to lift the hips up in space. As you start to lift the hips, maybe walk the shoulders and arms a little bit more underneath you. Good. Stay there for one more breath. I'm just looking to make sure y'all good. All right, nice. And then when you're ready, come back down, bring your hips down. Stretch your legs long on the mat, reach your arms up overhead, just finding a nice long stretch, just as if you were waking up in the morning. And then gently start to bring the knees in towards the chest, coming into a nice round ball. Good, and from here, just gently rock side to side. Good, and come back to center. We're just gonna do a little gentle massage on our back. You're gonna start to roll forward and back, just rolling through your vertebrae. Awesome, you guys. And when you're ready, come all the way back up to seated. Amazing. All right. So we're gonna stretch our legs straight out in front of us. Now, as we do the next few like seated poses, if you guys find that it's really hard for you to lengthen up through the tailbone and you're more like rounded in the low back, find a pillow to sit up on. So we really want to make sure that we're protecting our hip joints here. So bring the feet together and take more of a diamond shape. So your heels are a little bit further away from you. So we're not coming into this traditional like butterfly position. Take your legs out a little bit more in front of you. Awesome. Perfect. Y'all look great. Place your hands onto your shins. Inhale, start to lift up through the crown of the head. And on your exhale, start to fold forward. Think about the crown of your head coming in between your calf muscles. Good. So as you round forward, come back to your breath. So here, with our legs a little bit further forward, this actually is a deeper stretch for our low back, right? And our IT bands possibly, just depending on how tight your hips are. So see if on your inhale, you can just send some space, some breath to wherever you feel the tension or the stretching. And on the exhale, see if you can fold forward a little bit more. Awesome, you guys. Inhale, come on back up. Good. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Shake them out if you need to. Then we're going to come into a twist. So you have a few options here again, okay? So do whichever one feels good in your body. So keeping your left leg straight, you're going to bend your right leg, and you can either place your foot to the inside of the leg or you can take it to the outside. If you take your foot to the outside of the leg and you realize your hip starts to come up, take it to the inside, right? So just take a moment, figure out where you want to be. And then you're going to gently place your hands around your right shin. On your inhale, see if you can lengthen up again through the crown of the head. On your next inhale, reach your left fingertips up. Your right fingertips are going to come back behind you. Keep that length as you exhale and start to twist over, placing your left hand to the outside of your right leg. Oh, this opposite thing is hard for me today, guys. But y'all look great. See if you can, again, use your breath. So on your inhale, find a little bit more length. And your exhale is going to gently start to take that back shoulder a little bit further back in space, deepening in the twist. Good. Take one more inhale. One more exhale, twisting any amount more. Awesome. Gently start to release that. Come back to center. Stretch the legs out. Shake it out. And we're going to switch sides. So keeping your right leg straight, you're going to bend your left leg. Again, either keep your left foot inside the right leg or place it to the outside. So take a moment. Notice where your hips are. We want both sit bones grounding down in space. Taking the hands around that left shin. Inhale, lift up through the crown of the head, find that length. Stay here for an exhale. On your next inhale, reach your right arm up, your left fingertips back. And the exhale is when you start to twist over, placing that right arm to the outside of the left leg. Really nice. Inhale is where you find a little bit more length, reaching up to the crown of the head. Exhaling, deepening that twist, taking the back shoulder a little bit further back in space. And continue with that breath. Inhaling, finding the length. Exhaling, twisting open on your own time. Tuning into your body. Good, and bring your gaze back forward. Gently start to release out of that twist. Bring both legs forward, shake it up. Good, awesome. Keeping your legs straight out in front of you, toes point up. See if you can root down through the inner leg a little bit more. So it's almost like this gentle internal rotation. Inhale, when you're ready, reach your arms up. And exhale, start to fold forward over the legs. So you can place your hands to the floor, to your knees, to your shins, feet, wherever feels good. And then on your exhale, really see if you can allow the upper body to just fall over the legs. So just releasing yourself from like holding on and just fold over. Like once again, just breathing here. Good, and on your next inhale, just slowly start to roll back up. And you're gonna roll back down onto your back. So coming all the way back down onto the floor. Once again, just bringing the knees into the chest. Just rock side to side here. Gently massaging the lower back. Awesome, place both feet on the floor. We're gonna bring the right knee in towards the chest. And as you bring your right knee in towards the chest, see if you can relax the shoulders down to the mat or floor beneath you. And then from here, we're going to stretch the right leg straight up. So you have a few options. You can place your hands behind your right thigh, your hamstring. Do not place your hands behind your knee. If you can grab your big toe or your foot, you can do that. But wherever you are, you want the shoulders relaxed, the hips rooting down. And then one more option here, you can keep that left leg bent or start to stretch the leg straight on the mat. So if you stretch the leg straight and it's too much, you can bend the leg once again. So again, just tuning into your body, what your body needs. If you can take one more breath here. And then start to bend the right knee, bring it back in towards the chest. Bring your left knee in to meet it. We're gonna take a gentle twist here. So take the knees up and over towards the left. And as your knees fall to the left, reach your right arm out and take your gaze over to the right. Just breathing into the side body. Doing your best to relax that right shoulder down towards the floor beneath you. Amazing. And on your inhale, bring the legs back into center. We're going to do that on the other side. So the left leg comes in towards the chest. The right foot comes down onto the floor. Just hug the knee in here for a moment. And then when you're ready, exhale, stretch the leg straight up. So again, hands can come behind the back of the thigh to the calf or even grabbing the big toes. Just don't grab behind the kneecap. Both hips are rooting down, shoulders are relaxed down to the mat. Good, and again, you can either keep that right leg bent or you can stretch it straight onto the mat. If you stretch it straight and you realize, ooh, that's too much, you can always bend it right back up. Just breathe into the back of the leg. See if you can take 1 to 2 more breaths here. And then gently start to bend the left leg back in towards the chest. Bring the right knee in to meet it. And we're going to take that twist to the other side. So the knees are going to fall towards the right. That left arm is going to stretch out to the left, and the gaze is going to go towards the left. So again, using your breath here, see if on the exhale you can really relax that left shoulder down into the mat as the legs fall a little bit heavier to the right. Awesome. Bringing the legs back to center. Hugging the knees back in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and gently pull the legs in towards you. Good, and then exhale, release the feet onto the floor. We're gonna do a little traction here. So taking the hands to the tops of the thighs, like right below your hips. On your exhale, gently lift the navel to the spine so you feel a gentle tuck in the tailbone. And then on your exhale, press the hands up and into the thighs. So just creating some space here in the hip flexors. Awesome, and then release that, stretch the legs long on the mat. Once again, reach the arms up overhead. See if you can stretch out through all 10 fingers and out and down through the feet, finding length. And then from here, you guys, we're gonna slowly make our way into Shavasana, which as most of you know, taking yoga with me is the most important part of practice. So staying down on your back, so I'm gonna sit up so you can all hear me. So staying down on your back, arms are gonna come down by your sides, palms facing up. Your legs are gonna be long on the mat. If having your legs straight out in front of you is too much for your low back, you can always bend the knees and have the knees fall into one another. So just take a moment here and just notice. So notice if there's any part of your body that doesn't feel settled, that feels a little uncomfortable. So take the next minute or so to make any adjustments that you need to. Slowly start to, once again, with a lot of intention, bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing the rise and the fall of the chest, the rise and the fall of the belly with each breath. And then slowly begin to bring your attention to the top of your head. And in your own time, just gently scanning the body from the crown of the head all the way down through the arms, the neck, the torso, and eventually out through your feet. So just take a moment to tune in to each part of your body, just noticing. And if you come across any point in the scan of your body in your own time where you feel any tension or tightness, see if you can inhale, send that inhale breath to that space, and exhale, gently release. So intentionally sending our breath to areas in our bodies to create a deeper sense of relaxation, a deeper sense of stillness. And then for the next few minutes, I invite you to just be in this space, in your body, Allow your eyes to close, your body to settle into the floor beneath you. Allow your breath to settle. And really allow that, all that physical movement we just did to settle in. Keeping your body still. Once again, just slowly start to bring your attention back to your breath. Once again, just noticing the rise and the fall of the chest and belly. with each inhale and each exhale. When you feel ready, just slowly beginning to move the fingers and the toes, bringing gentle movement back into the body. Keeping your attention on your breath. Whenever you feel ready, just start to stretch the arms up and over the head. Once again, just finding that length as you reach the fingers and toes away from one another. Taking your time, when you're ready, bringing the knees up in towards your chest. Moving with intention and awareness. When you're ready, once again, just rolling onto your, whichever side feels comfortable, gently coming into a fetal position. You can use your arm underneath your ear to create a pillow for you as you roll onto your side. Just take a moment here and let your body be heavy. And then keeping that sense of softening, that sense of stillness, even though I'm going to ask you to move, see if you can hang on to that sense of stillness in the body as you gently press yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. So we're going to end practice today just as we began. So either bringing your hands onto your knees or in your lap. And then think about, generally, right, when we have our palms facing down, it's more of a grounding, right, for ourselves. And when we have our palms facing up, it's more of it's a release, actually, right? So it's a release and it's an extension of energy from our body into the space around us. So just take a moment, think about whether you want your palms up, palms down. Maybe one feels better than the other. I'm going to once again invite you to close your eyes. Tune back into your breath. And as you tune back into your breath, see if you can lift up through the crown of the head just a little bit more as you anchor the sit bones down beneath you. And take a moment to set an intention, right? So think of a word or a mantra, something that brings you comfort, that reminds you of stillness. Maybe something that reminds you that you're safe. And in this time where we feel like we have very little control over the experiences and the events that are happening outside of us, maybe think about one word or one phrase that can help remind you of the life force of breath, right? The anchoring of your body. The reminder to respond to that which we have control to respond to, which is how we choose to spend this time, right? Where we're asked to stay in our homes and not do and be around the people that we are used to and enjoy being around and things we enjoy doing. So whatever your word or phrase is, with your mind's eye, actively place that right in the forefront of your mind, right in our third eye. So anytime you start to feel yourself, I don't know, maybe become anxious or feel like a little, maybe some like sadness or hopelessness, you're able to pull that word or to pull that phrase out. When you're ready, just gently bring your palms together in front of your heart. Lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Once again, just finding even more length. We always end our practice by honoring the light in each other. So gently bow your head towards your hands. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. It was so nice to see you all.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Before you guys go, Bianca is going to send out a link. This is how you enter the raffle for prizes and possibly dinner. They send you a family dinner. But it also helps us to see what you got from this class and what you would like to see of. And we will be sending out a schedule probably tomorrow of all the activities for next week. So make sure you fill out that when Bianca sends it. And thank you so much for joining us.
How do you guys feel?
Good.
Good?
Good. Great.
Good.
Namaste.
Oh, Carl. What happened to Dr. Hines? Didn't she get on here?
Yeah.
And there was somebody else on here too.
They stuck it down with dog pose.
Just hush your mouth to shine. I know you saw it.
I was like, no. I woke up out of downward dog life. I heard somebody's voice. But this was great, guys. I'm glad I could join you.
I'm so glad. I know we can't physically be each other, but it's so nice to see all faces.
Hold on 1 second.
Well, none of these kids know me. They're looking at me like, who is that?
Y'all good? How y'all been good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to go get her about you.
Y'all miss us?
What you
Yes.
say?
I only heard one yeah.
What'd you say, Tiff? I didn't hear you.
I said, did y'all miss us?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The driest yes
Everybody.
Oh, they did not seem like they were excited to see us.
at all.
Hey, Miss OT.
Yeah, I see her, Miss OT.
I see Miss OT too.
I can't see. How can you see me? I can't see you guys.
See your name.
Well, we see your name. We can't see
Your
you.
camera
You know,
on.
I have to figure out how to do this. I did see you. It was great, Amy. Not Amy. It was great. I had just came in from my power walk, so I wasn't able to start at the beginning. But I'll see you next time. When next time you're going to do it?
We're putting together the schedule now, so we'll figure out what next week looks like. So.
Let me ask this.
Okay.
You guys, do you want it later?
In the day?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
They didn't wake up. They just were all waking up. That's
So Sean's over here like, no. And the rest of them are like, yes. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I don't care. I mean, I like to clean up my house, but
I just didn't know ahead of time. So when I came in, I saw it on the text, but I had just did a real good walk out here in the coast, so I couldn't join you, but I will.
All right. All right, you guys, if there is anything in particular that you guys want to do in yoga, like if there's like any requests that you have or anything that you want us to do next time, just email me and let me know.
So that's actually a question in your that's actually a question in the survey that's going to go out. What they like to see and things there. So we got you.
Cool.
The sun's showing up.
I see it. Carl just said, hope everyone is staying safe, and it was really good to share the space with you guys. If y'all didn't see the chat at the bottom, okay?
I'll be dressed next
See
time.
y'all.
All right, bye everyone.
All right.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Happy Saturday.
Bye-bye. That was good.
Bianca. Bianca,
How you get off there?
Yes, Carl. I
where's
had
your
to keep
yoga
hitting,
mat?
I had to keep hitting mute because Auntie kept jumping on and talking to everybody.
You say, look at this. Ralph, look at this.
She didn't want to join us. She should have joined us.
She was on. She was on.
I kept seeing her come and go.
Yeah.
And then I looked up at one point and said, oh gosh, I was like, what's happening right now?
I know his voice, and then somebody was recording. Was he recording?
Who? Rashid.
She was.
That was Rashid for a second.
I think I hit recording by mistake.
Oh.
That's messed up.
I need a little, Bianca, you know you have to give me my little pre-lesson.
Okay.
I did install Zoom, but I didn't quite know what to do, but I did hit, I saw the things they're recording. I said, I hope they don't see me. I was just looking, and then I hadn't eaten anything today, so I was preparing me one of the Impossible Burgers, but it was really good. So I will join if I know ahead of time. So I've been working out. Yeah.
Awesome.
What y'all thinking frequency wise, like every week until we get back, or?
That was a question on there to ask how many times they would like to see the class.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on it with my questions.
I'm just really happy that there was that many of them on. Like, I honestly thought I was gonna get this many.
No, we actually did good. We had about 18 people all together, kind of going back and forth. We lost a couple here and there. Oh, hold on. Let me stop the recording.